You must listen to me.
This is not right. Before we begin, I want you to notice something. Right now, you already have opinions, strong ones, about people, about issues, about what's right and what's wrong. And feels like those opinions are yours, built from your thinking, your experiences, your understanding of the world. But what if I told you that some of those thoughts didn't start with you? Across India right now, conversations are getting louder. From crowded streets to quiet homes, from heated debates in places like West Bengal to endless scrolling on a phone. Something is shaping the way people think. Not forcefully, not obviously, but consistently. And the most powerful part is you don't feel it happening. Because it doesn't feel like influence, it feels like you. So in this video, we're not going to talk about politics, we're not taking sides, we're not going to do something far more uncomfortable. We are going to look at how decisions are actually formed inside your mind. Because by the end of this, you might not just question the system, you might question something much closer. Your own certainty. If that even slightly makes you curious, hit like, subscribe to Histify, and stay till the end. Because this isn't about what you believe. It's about understanding how you came to believe it. Across India right now, something subtle yet powerful is unfolding. Conversations are shifting in tone, becoming sharper, more emotional, more certain. In homes, in tea stalls, inside auto rides, and across endless social media feeds. People are talking, not casually but with conviction. Opinions are forming, solidifying, and spreading often without pause. And in regions where political intensity runs deeper into everyday life, like West Bengal, this atmosphere feels even more charged. Discussions don't remain discussions for long. They become debates, sometimes confrontations, sometimes quiet but firm declarations of belief. It starts to feel like you're surrounded, not just by information, but by direction. And somewhere in the middle of all this, you form your own opinion, or at least it feels like you do. Because in that moment, it feels personal. It feels like a decision you arrived at your own, a conclusion built from your own thinking. And here's the uncomfortable question. Are these decisions really being made now? Or were they shaped slowly, quietly, long before you even noticed?
The party will definitely win this time.
We must follow the tradition.
Yes, I understand.
There is something deeply personal about the act of voting. It feels like one of the purest forms of individual control. A single moment where your voice, your belief, your perspective becomes action. You step forward, make a choice, and in that moment, it feels entirely yours. It feels like freedom. It feels like ownership. But decisions rarely begin at the moment you make them. They don't suddenly appear in the voting booth or during a conversation. Instead, they build slowly, piece by piece, through everything you hear, you see, and experience over time. By the time you feel like you have decided, a lot has already happened inside your mind, quietly, unnoticed.
The truth is finally coming out.
The truth is finally coming out.
Every day, without realizing it, you're exposed to layers of messaging, news headlines, social media posts, forwarded messages, conversations with friends, opinions shared by family, each one adding a small piece to a larger picture. Individually, they seem insignificant, but together they create a pattern. In places like West Bengal, where political awarenesses and involvement are deeply woven into everyday life, these narratives don't just exist in the background. They surround you constantly. You hear them repeatedly in different forms from different voices across different spaces. And when something surrounds you, it begins to feel normal. The human brain is wired in a simple but powerful way. The more it sees something, the more familiar it becomes. And the more familiar something feels, the less it gets questioned. Repetition creates comfort, comfort creates acceptance, and acceptance begins to feel like truth. The more you encounter an idea, the more your brain starts to treat it as valid. Not because you deeply analyzed it, not because you carefully evaluated it, but simply because it keeps appearing again and again and again. Over time, questioning fades. Not because the answer is clear, but because the exposure is constant. This process is subtle. There is no single moment where you realize your thinking is changing. Instead, it happens gradually, almost invisible. As repeated ideas begin to settle into your mind, and eventually they stop feeling like external messages. They start feeling like your own thoughts.
Victory is ours! Jai Hind! Change is here! Lies!
The human brain naturally looks for information that supports what it already believes. It feels comfortable agreeing and uncomfortable questioning. So once an idea begins to take shape, your mind starts filtering the world around it. You notice what matches, you ignore what doesn't. Decisions are rarely purely logical. They're emotional at their core. You don't just choose what makes sense, you choose what feels right, what aligns with your identity, your environment, your sense of belonging. And once something feels right, it becomes harder to challenge. Behind the scenes, there are systems designed to shape how messages are delivered, repeated, and reinforced. Campaigns are planned, narratives are framed, and communication is structured in ways that make ideas easier to observe and harder to question. This isn't about one side, it's about a system that exists everywhere. The way something is presented often matters more than the thing itself. The same idea framed differently can feel completely different. Over time, these frames begin to influence how you interpret reality, not by force, but by design. Your actions leave patterns. What you watch, what you like, what you share, what you react to, all of it creates a map of your preferences, your interests, and your tendencies. You may not see it, but it exists. These patterns help systems understand not just what you think, but how you think. What influences you, what triggers reactions, what holds your attention. Your behavior isn't random, and it isn't invisible. At some point, something shifts. You stop carefully evaluating every piece of information and instead you begin to react instantly. A headline appears. You agree or disagree immediately. A conversation begins. You already know your stance. There's no pause, no analysis, just response. And this is where influence becomes strongest. Not when you are thinking, but when you are reacting. Because reactions are faster, easier, and less conscious. You don't decide, you respond.
The swing vote here is crucial.
Over time, opinions stop being just opinions. They become part of who you are. Disagreement doesn't feel like a difference in perspective anymore. It feels personal. And when something feels personal, you defend it. At this stage, changing your mind becomes difficult. Not because the information isn't there, but because the belief is no longer just an idea, it's part of your identity. And identity is not easily questioned. By the time you step forward to make your choice, it feels like a clear, confident decision. A moment of certainty, a moment of control. But is that really when the decision happens? Or is that simply the moment it reveals itself? Because if you trace it back through conversations, through repeated messages, through emotions, through patterns, you might find that the decision began much earlier, quietly.
I knew it all along.
And now it ends, or at least it feels like it does. But the next time you hear a strong opinion, the next time a conversation pulls you in, the next time you feel absolutely certain about something, something will be different. Not outside, inside. Because now there will be a small pause, a moment where you don't just react, you observe. You notice the thought before you accept it. And maybe for the first time, you'll ask, did I arrive at this idea? Or did it arrive at me? The question doesn't give you answers, but it changes something deeper. It slows the process down, and sometimes that's enough. If this made you pause, even for a second, hit like, share this with someone who believes their decisions are completely their own. And subscribe to Histify, because here we're not trying to change your opinions. We're trying to help you see what might already be shaping them. Because the most powerful influences are the ones you never notice.